Hey nerdies, it's Kathleenms here, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt is an open-world action RPG based on Andrzej Sapkowski's Witcher novels. Our main protagonist is Geralt of Rivia. Ciri, a woman Geralt loves as a daughter, is being pursued by a band of mysterious riders called the Wild Hunt. Our Witcher must trace Ciri's steps and reunite with her before the Wild Hunt tracks her down. Witchers are men that hunt monsters for coin. They are genetically altered from a young age with potions that heighten their senses and strip them of emotion. These mutants live tragic lives. They have no childhood and are considered subhuman to the people they risk their lives to protect. Despite the chemicals that dissolve his emotions and the many scars that line his body, Geralt owns an incredible affection for the people he loves. Now, The Witcher 3 is an open-world action game, and I hadn't realized that there was so much I was willing to sacrifice in order to play an open-world game. Never did I think that I would experience an open-world game that had the same attention to detail, the same amount of story and character development that I would experience in a story-based game. That is until I played The Witcher. There are no mundane details in The Witcher 3. Everything, from what's in your inventory to side quest, all matter. The gameplay of The Witcher 3 involves two elements, the detective element and the action element. When you start a new quest involving a monster, you must use your Witcher senses to track down the beast. This requires you to track footprints, scent trails, or observe attack sites for clues. Then you need to prepare for the upcoming fight by studying the monster's weaknesses. When you witness the beast firsthand, you can finally put your hack and slash skills to use. Actually, hack and slash is a poor choice of words. To take down a monster, you need to use your properly oiled sword, magic signs, and combat timing to take it down. Every creature behaves differently, so you can't fall into a combat routine. This game requires strategy and timing. It demands a distinct combination of skills that make the gameplay uniquely addicting. You also have the opportunity to play as Ciri. She cannot use signs or potions like Geralt, but her smooth combat style and teleportation ability make up for it. Hands down, she's one of the most powerful characters you will ever see in the world of The Witcher.
I can look after myself.
This game would be the perfect gateway drug for people that are not into open world games, because it feels like a story-based game. Yes, The Witcher 3's graphics are pretty, I've seen prettier, but when it comes to how they display the emotions of characters, that's what puts the graphics of The Witcher so much higher than, say, The Order 1886.
Might not have noticed, but I'm a little low on emotional expression.
And not to mention, when I first reviewed this game a long time ago, when I first started reviewing games, I think it was like the third review that I had ever done on this channel, I had a lot of complaints. I had some complaints about the female characters. I had some complaints that Geralt didn't display enough emotion during some of the romance scenes. My advice to CD Projekt is they can make a lot more money if they put in at least one option that more appealed to the female viewers.
You look beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Now, if you've heard about this game, you might hear that there's a lot of sex in it, and that might have been one of the only things you've heard about this game. This game is so much more. Yes, there's sex scenes in it, but that's such a small part of the game. Now, is this game perfect? No, but it's pretty damn close. There are some obvious flaws to the game. For example, so many NPCs' faces are recycled. The crossbows are basically useless except for in water or for certain flying creatures, and even then they can be a pain. And the camera angles during combat are so frustrating. It took me a long time to get used to movement because objects will constantly get in your way, you'll constantly be butting into things, and finding yourself in angles that you shouldn't be when you're fighting characters. Now it's time for my ramen-worthy verdict for this game. So if you're not familiar with my reviews, I started these games literally living on ramen in order to review the games that I played because I was a broke college student. So I rate games on whether or not they are worth starving over. Dude, I would live on ramen for 2 weeks. I would live on ramen for a very long time to play this game. It is so worth it. Not only that, I don't rate games on a 10, 0 to 10 scale, but if I did, this game would be a 12 out of 10. Okay, that was ridiculous, a 10 out of 10. I didn't even realize that this type of open world game was possible. It is so good. I have not heard one person play this game and complain about it and say that it was a bad game. It's obvious how much the developers put into this game. They were not lazy with one single detail. You get so many hours of gameplay, it has so much replay value because you can go back, play the game, make different choices, and see the outcome of those choices. But also, what game have you gotten in the last 10 years that came with a thank you letter from the developers for spending your hard-earned cash on the game, as well as a free soundtrack? I didn't get the collector's edition. I wanted it so goddamn bad, but I didn't get it because it was all out everywhere. But the fact that the developers actually give a shit about people playing their games and enjoying it, that is why this game deserves to be bought at full price and not pirated. If you're pirating this game, go fuck yourself, because the developers deserve this money. They fucking earned it, and you should give it to them. Fuck you, pirates. Well, that was my review of The Witcher 3. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe for more Witcher content and more reviews, as well as Let's Plays. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, as well as Twitch for live streams. Thank you so much for watching, and I should go. Oh my god, I'm so excited.